Have you ever noticed how some people naturally build deep, meaningful relationships wherever they go, while others struggle to maintain even a few strong connections? It's easy to assume that it comes down to personality, luck, or social skills, but in reality, the foundation of strong relationships lies in understanding human psychology. Every interaction you have is influenced by how people think, feel, and respond emotionally. When you understand these psychological patterns, you stop guessing and start connecting with intention. You begin to say the right things, respond in the right way, and most importantly, make people feel understood and valued. Strong relationships are not built through grand gestures or occasional effort. They are built through small, consistent actions that align with how the human mind works. And the good news is, anyone can learn this. In this video, we're going to break down 3 powerful psychology-based ways to build strong relationships. These are practical, deeply effective, and if applied consistently, they can completely transform how you connect with people in your life. Let's get into it. Way 1. Create emotional safety. The first and most important way to build a strong relationship is to create emotional safety. This means making the other person feel comfortable enough to express themselves without fear of being judged, criticized, or misunderstood. From a psychological perspective, humans are constantly scanning for threats, even in conversations. If someone feels judged or dismissed, their brain shifts into a defensive state. They either shut down emotionally or put up a barrier that prevents real connection. But when you create emotional safety, the opposite happens. The person relaxes, they open up, they trust you with their thoughts and feelings. And this vulnerability is what forms deep, lasting bonds. To do this, focus on listening without interrupting. Avoid rushing to give advice or trying to fix everything immediately. Instead, acknowledge their feelings. Let them know you understand, even if you don't fully agree. When someone feels heard, they feel respected. And when they feel respected, the relationship naturally grows stronger. Way 2. Apply the principle of reciprocity. The second way is based on one of the most powerful psychological principles, reciprocity. In simple terms, people tend to return the energy, behavior, and effort they receive. If you consistently show kindness, attention, and respect, the other person feels an internal pull to respond in the same way. This creates a balanced and mutually fulfilling relationship. But this only works when it's genuine. If your actions feel forced or manipulative, people will sense it, and it can damage trust instead of building it. Start by becoming the kind of person you want in your relationships. If you want honesty, be honest. If you want support, be supportive. If you want someone to invest time in you, invest your time in them first. At the same time, remember that healthy relationships are not about overgiving. They are about mutual effort. Pay attention to whether the other person is also showing up. True reciprocity creates a sense of fairness and emotional balance, which strengthens the connection over time. Way 3. Be consistent and reliable. The third way to build strong relationships is through consistency and reliability. Psychologically, people trust patterns more than promises. What you repeatedly do matters far more than what you occasionally say. When someone is inconsistent, it creates confusion and uncertainty. The brain starts questioning their intentions and reliability. But when someone is steady in their actions and behavior, it creates a sense of predictability, which leads to trust. Consistency doesn't mean being perfect. It means being dependable. It means showing up when you say you will, keeping your word, and behaving in a way that aligns with your values over time. Even small actions matter. Replying when you say you will, remembering important details, and being present in conversations all contribute to building trust. Over time, these consistent behaviors send a clear message: you can be relied on. And once trust is established, it becomes one of the strongest foundations of any relationship. Conclusion: building strong relationships is not about trying to impress people or being perfect all the time. It's about understanding how people work on a psychological level and using that understanding to create genuine, meaningful connections. When you create emotional safety, people feel free to be themselves around you. When you practice reciprocity, you build a balanced and respectful dynamic. And when you stay consistent, you develop trust that holds the relationship together even during difficult times. Start applying these principles in your daily interactions, and over time, you'll notice deeper conversations, stronger bonds, and a level of connection that feels natural and lasting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.